1969 Triumph T120 head. Stripped out spark plug. It's already been repaired once with a Healy coil or a time cert, I'm not sure which. It still blew out. It's grossly oversized, so I counterbored this with a 1-inch, and I'm going to go in and see if I can find a metric drill to run through there. I think I'm going to try to drill and tap that. M20 by 1.5, make an insert, drill the inside of it, 14 by 1.25 spark plug hole, and then once I get the insert in there, I'll drill a hole on each side and drive in a piece of aluminum rod and swage it in there. I'm going to drill the hole slightly smaller, a couple of 3/1000 smaller than the rod, and it's going to be an interference fit. And then I will drill the center and tap it for the 14.25. And hopefully that will fix this head. If it doesn't, Brad's already got another one that we're fitting up to replace it, because this one is basically disposable. So whatever we try to do to recover it, if we do it, wonderful. If we don't, well, we haven't lost anything. So there we are. This is the first step to counterbore that 1-inch, centered up on it, and it's on an angle plate. Spark plugs are 45 degrees on there. That worked out perfectly. So I've got an angle plate on there to mount it. And came out pretty much dead nuts on 45 degrees. I think I got a good setup, so I'm going with it. Second stage, I set up over that hole, bored it 23/30 seconds. You can see on the side over there that dark mark going down the threads. I think that was an index mark on a nut cert or whatever was done before. But I bored that 23/30 seconds and drilled and tapped it for an M20 by 1.5. And I'm going to make an insert to fit in there, and then drill that and tap it for a M14 by 1.25 spark plug. Well, as it happens, I ended up having to make a second one. I made this too short. I didn't have enough of this to chuck up in the lathe to hold it, to thread it, because these threads are pretty doggone strong. And I had to use some extensions on these handles to do that, because my hands were getting tired. But maybe I've got enough threads on it now. This is still pretty tight. Okay, let's compare. There are a few more threads on there. I think I'm going to cut a few more just to make sure. Okay, we got a little bit further to go. got a little leverage help here. I'll get this off and take it over to the other thing. Okay, put a mark on here on how deep it's got to go to the right depth to just barely come out in the combustion chamber. Let's see if it'll go that deep. Yeah. It is going that deep. I wonder how deep it'll go before I run into the taper threads. Let's see. I can do this without messing this up. That's as far as that'll go. Let's see how far is that from the top. Now I need to get this thing away from the frickin' spindle. Okay, now. That's how far the weight is away from the end. It's 3.739. Right there. Now let's pull this out. I think we can see how deep that went by the discoloration. Let's see if that agrees. .737, it's almost 7.739. That's exactly right. That's how far in it went. Let's see how far it protruded out of the protruded 200 thousandths out of the bottom. So I need to cut that off from this mark, 714 thousandths. Let's go do that. Okay, 714 thousandths. From there. Will be from that point to there. I gotta cut that notch off. Okay, this is that's the backwards cutter. This is the right one. That's just about there. Now, I need to cut it this way a little bit. Give us enough to grab a hold of it, I think. I hope we don't have to make a third one, but we'll see. I found it. It's threaded all the way through. What I plan to do is when I put this in this hole is to put a sealant on it. It's this stuff right here. Haven't opened it up yet. It's Permatex. I can't read the number on it. It's for head bolts and things, but I'm going to run it through this and seal it to the head, let it cure. I'm going to put a spark plug in the end of it and use a spark plug to run that thing down because it gets real tight as it gets further down into the hole. And then I'll just back the spark plug out of it and then I'll mill the top of this thing down flush with the surface here. That'll be the spark plug seating shoulder. So my son's coming over tonight. We're going to grill pork loin out and I think I'm done for the day.